Hi everyone, it's Miss Becky from Miss Becky's Musical Stories, and today we're going to read one of my favorite stories, Caps for Sale, a tale of peddlers, some monkeys, and their monkey business. And the author and illustrator is very difficult to pronounce. Slobodkina. This is our front cover. This is our back cover. And this is our title page. And remember, the title page gives us clues as to what the story is going to be about. So, I see lots of hats or caps. Once, there was a peddler who sold caps, but he was not like any ordinary peddler. Carrying his wares on his back, he carried them on top of his head. First, he had on his own checked cap, then a bunch of gray caps, then a bunch of brown caps, then a bunch of blue caps, and on the very top, a bunch of red caps. He walked up and down the streets, holding himself very straight so as not to upset the caps. As he went along, he called, "Caps! Caps for sale! 50 cents a cap!" One morning, he couldn't sell any caps. He walked up the street and he walked down the street calling, "Caps! Caps for sale! 50 cents a cap!" Nobody wanted any caps this morning. Nobody wanted even a red cap. He began to feel hungry, but he had no money for lunch. "I think I'll go for a walk in the country," said he, and he walked out of town, slowly, slowly, as to not upset his caps. Wow, that's a lot of caps balancing on his head. He walked for a long time until he came to a great big tree. "That's a nice place for a rest," thought he. And he sat down very slowly under the tree and leaned back little by little against the tree trunk so as not to disturb the caps on his head. Then he put up his hand to feel if they were straight. First his own checked cap, then the gray caps, then the brown caps, then the blue caps, and then the red caps on the very top. They were all there, so he went to sleep. He slept for a long time. When he woke up, he was refreshed and rested. I wonder if you notice anything. But before standing up, he felt with his hand to make sure his caps were in the right place. All he felt was his own checked cap. I wonder where they went. He looked to the right of him. No caps. He looked to the left of him. No caps. He looked in back of him. No caps. He looked behind the tree. No caps. Where did those caps go? Then he looked up into the tree, and what do you think he saw? Everybody look up. Look up. What do you think he saw in that tree? On every branch sat a monkey. On every monkey was a gray or a brown or a blue or a red cap. The peddler looked at the monkeys. The monkeys looked at the peddler. He didn't know what to do. Finally, he spoke to them. I wonder what he's going to say. I wonder what you would say if someone took your caps. You monkeys, you, he said, shaking his finger. Everybody shake your finger. You give me back my caps. But the monkeys only shook their fingers back at him and said, tss, tss, tss. This made the peddler angry, so he shook both hands at them and said, You monkeys, you give me back my caps. But the monkeys only shook both their hands back at him and said, tss, tss, tss. Can you say that? Tss, tss, tss. Now he felt quite angry. He stamped his foot and he said, You monkeys, you. Everybody stamp your foot. You better give me back my caps. But the monkeys only stamped their feet back at him and said, tss, tss, tss. You do it. Tss, tss, tss. By this time, the peddler was really very, very angry. He stamped both his feet and shouted, You monkeys, you must give me back my caps. But the monkeys only stamped both their feet back at him and said, You know what to say. Tss, tss, tss. Wow, he is angry. At last, he became so angry that he pulled off his own cap, threw it on the ground, and began to walk away. There he is, throwing it on the ground. But then each monkey pulled off his cap. Wow, maybe they're finally listening to him. And all the gray caps and all the brown caps and all the blue caps and all the red caps came flying down out of the tree. So the peddler picked up his caps and put them back on his head. First, his own checked cap, then the gray caps, then the brown caps, then the blue caps, then the red caps on the very top. And slowly, slowly, he walked back to town calling, Caps, caps for sale, 50 cents a cap. I bet you could say that with me. Caps, caps for sale, 50 cents a cap. I wonder if he'll ever sell any caps. I hope he does. So that is the story of Caps for Sale. See you next time.